Everyone? Hope you're having a fantastic day. And in this video, we're going to cover my client success journey graph. I want to show you how I personally did it so you can get some inspiration and create your own. I don't know you personally, and I don't know what products you have or how you increase LTV, but let me show you how I do it for the company that I help scale credit and funding company to six-figure months. Let me jump in right into it. So it is very, very simple, but I like to have my client success and my client's journey in a graph where I could see where they should be and where they're gonna go next if they decide to upgrade and stay with us. So essentially, we have content and ads and content leading to our community. Our community is $97 a month, where you learn everything you need over 130 hours of content of how to start and scale your funding company. It literally has everything you need. It has templates, scripts, the infrastructure is there. It's just you gotta self-implement and you gotta self-teach, but everything is there. It's the exact information that I charge $20,000, $50,000 for. Pretty much it's just in video format, and you gotta just self-implement. That's pretty much the same. That's my low ticket offer. Which what it is I got my high ticket offer, which is my 4-month program, and I made it all into curriculum styles, right? Now, the 4-month program, if somebody joins my community and then they want to work with us, here's what they get. Now they actually get time with us. They get 4 months with us with one-on-one coaching and weekly coaching, which is pretty much 20% of our time, and we give them literally my time to them. I personally, me and my team personally help them scale the business, and then we also build the infrastructure for them. So in the $97 a month, you got to self-teach and build all this crazy stuff by yourself. We might take you a month or two, but if you join my inner circle, well, pretty much Adma, yeah, because Alma Circle is like the one after us. So my Adma, we build the infrastructure for you, and then we coach you on every department of the business. That should be marketing, setting, sales, and fulfillment. Those are the 4 departments that we're pretty much going to focus on. And I teach you how to operate and hire and scale each department. And you have 4 months with us. You get also 4 weekly calls. And then your one-on-one calls. That's the way that we structure it. Now, at the end of the 4-month, you have you get to choose. And if you listen to it maybe the first time, on average, our average funding company is doing 30 to 50K per month. The highest clients is doing about 500. Our lowest is doing about 20K per month. So that's pretty much what we do. When you go from the community, pretty much making 5 to 10K per month, you join the ADMA, and then we get you to 30, 40, 50, even 60. Sometimes we're getting a couple people to 100 in the 4-month. But usually it's anywhere between 40 to 80. And then if they choose to stay with a year for us, then they go into AMA Inner Circle, which is more time with us and the founders. We literally spend more time with them, helping them review everything. So one is 4 months, one is a year. The year is, I rarely give this to everybody. I choose the clients that I want to work with a year. Those are clients who are already making 40, 50, 60K per month, and they want to keep scaling, and they want to keep having our depth of knowledge and our nuance of the business. So they just stay with us for another year after the 4 months. So that's like how I keep increasing LTV. After that, they have 2 options. They could either start a partnership with me, because we have different verticals of partnership, or they could go into the agency model. The agency model is honestly something that could be here in the 4 months too. That's something that we're trying to implement here in the middle. That a lot of people after the 4 months, they want us to run our ads. So that's something that we're kind of experimenting on, which I don't really like having like an agency style. But once you already became a client, once you already understand who we are, once you already like got used to working with us, then I don't mind running the ads for those clients, because they already know exactly what we do, what we got to offer, how valuable we are, and there's already a trust factor to it. So it makes it a lot easier and smoother when I tell them, hey, I need this, I need this, I need this. They go ahead and do it, because I've owned a marketing agency before, and honestly, it's a bitch working with clients that you need certain things from them, but they don't get it done. Okay. And then the one of the partnership, it could be we could build multiple programs together, or go into okay, let me own a percentage of your business and I help you scale it. Instead of you paying me to help you scale, it's percentage based. And this is how I personally build my LTV inside my company. This is how I continue to grow, how I continue to increase my net worth. We're not necessarily spending more money on ads, because the lead that came in first went to the community, or my YouTube stuff, or whatever, maybe, or my content. Then they went to the community. Then they stay with me for 4 months. Then they stay with me for a year. And then they got to choose to either be either the agency or partnership. This kind of all happens all at the same time. but it's a way for me to keep providing value to my clients, that the next step that they need, without me spending more money on ads and increasing LTV. I already paid for the lead. He's already my client, or they're already my client. Now, how can I make more money from the client, and how can we make more money together? That's why we go into the agency and partnership style. The partnerships, I only have one of these clients on right now, so I don't have too much experience. But this is essentially what we want to do. We want to partner up with some of our clients, especially the top 10%. We want to start working with them so we could actually increase both of our net worth and maybe have like an exit at some point. Okay. So this is pretty much how I have my LTV roadmap. You guys should do something the same. I highly recommend downloading getting a Lucid subscription, and just draw your graph and draw your flow chart of how your client's journey should be, for you can have some sort of understanding. Okay, they see the ad, they enjoy my community, or they enjoy my high ticket offer, but what's next? Because for you might get them the 0%, or let's say they go into credit repair, then you get them funded for 0%. Now you can maybe do some other types of funding, maybe hard money, ISOs, whatever it may be, or maybe you can go into some sort of partnership if you know the business very well. Whatever it may be, just draw a graph or draw a journey of where your client's journey, or where you want them to be a year from now, 6 months from now. Now, if you're brand new, forget about this. None of this it doesn't matter. All you should be focused on if you're brand new is sales and marketing. But if you're already making 100 grand, 200 grand per month, this is where I should start looking at this. How do I increase LTV? How do I start building partnership? How do I create like an ascension program from my first? So all these are ascension programs. So they're ascending to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, and more time with the founders. Like here, you get 20% of our time. Here, you get almost 40% of our time. So you got more direct access to us. That's why we charge more. Here we charge 20 grand. Here we're charging 30 grand. So even though it's a lot more months for only 10 grand more, and you also get more time, but most people see it very, very valuable, because they're like, oh fuck, for just 10 grand more, I get 6 months and more of your time done. You get me? So there's a reason why we have a very good ascension rate. But that's it for this video. I don't want to get too lost into it and explain too much, because it's honestly supposed to be simple. The more you overcomplicate this, the more complicated it gets. It should be simple ascension. What do your clients need next? Simple as that. Step one, they got funded. What will my clients need next? Do they need landing pages? Do they need CRMs? Do they need a tax thing? Do they need whatever they need? You need to be there solving it for them, and that's how you increase LTV. That way, for me, it's a little bit easier, because my client is literally who I am 2 years ago, so it's easy for me to come up with the next solution for them. But for you, if you're just starting out, that's why if you're just starting out, this is very difficult to do. You need to start doing this once you already know your client, once you know their next set of problems, and then you start creating other products or other verticals for them to ascend to after they finish your first program. All right, I hope you got value out of this video. I'll see you guys on the next one.